Okay, as promised, this is the quick and dirty way to quickly clean up some of your PDF conversion in Calibre. I'm going to use this PDF of Self-Pub by Lisa Casey that we've been working on because I know it's got headers and page numbers and stuff we need to work on. So here's the original PDF. I'll flip through it really quickly. As you can see, there are headers and there are page numbers, which, as you guys know, Calibre will throw into your final EPUB and MOBI file if you don't explicitly take them out. So I will show you how to do that. So like I said, here is the original PDF that we are working from. So I'm going to do this in a couple of steps. So let's go to Convert Books. I'm actually going to uncheck everything that I've let me remove these because we're going to put them back. Okay, so I'm going to this is just clean, not any conversion whatsoever. Let's see, yes. Okay, so this is a clean conversion, just all the normal settings, nothing changed. Let's see what happens. Give Calibre a second to work. Okay, let's open that PDF, or sorry, let's open that EPUB. You can see the thingy is squished, but more importantly, all the line breaks are in there, and if we scroll down, yes, there are our headers and footers in there, which I know are yucky, so let's close that out. First thing we're going to do is we're going to kill the line breaks, so let's go back into Convert Books. One of the fastest ways to clean up your PDF is to go into heuristic processing and simply enable the heuristic processing. By doing the unwrap lines, that takes care of some of those. If the PDF has the enforced line breaks in there, which this one does for whatever reason, that'll take care of that. It'll actually does a lot. Calibre has some built-in chapter header detection, that sort of thing. It'll ensure scene breaks are consistently formatted. This by itself does a lot of cleanup, and oftentimes just enabling heuristic processing is all you need. Sometimes, depending on the PDF, you can play with this line unwrap factor. And if you just go up and down on that sometimes, just this screen by itself, if you don't have headers and footers in your PDF, is often enough. So let's go in here. Actually, let me, there's one thing I was going to do. I always, because this drives me nuts, I always go in here and check preserve cover art aspect ratio because I hate the squished covers. But anyway, we are going to hit OK. So all we've done is we've checked the heuristic, enabling the heuristic processing. And let me show you the difference that makes by itself without changing anything else except for that cover art thing. But that cover art thing you can do, irrespective of anything else. So let's open that EPUB again. And my cover art is better now. But anyway, let's flip back through, and you see our page numbers and stuff are there still because we haven't fixed that. But you see the line wrapping is much better. It's more natural, and if I go in and out, it scrolls. I mean, it spreads like it should. So much better. Now here's where it gets. This is the higher degree of difficulty, taking out the headers and footers. Let's go in and do that now. What we'll do here is we go to search and replace. Now, like I said, this is where it gets tricky. Luckily, once you figure out how to do this once, it's actually fairly easy to do it. So we're actually going to go into the code of the book to do this. And so we're going to click this little wizard. We're going to say we want to look at the PDF format because that's what we're looking at. Oftentimes, if you're doing this in the beginning, that's the only thing you have to look at. Okay, there it is. Okay, so what we have to do is we actually have to scroll down and we got to find the headers and footers. And usually, like in this case, we know that the footer is in capital letters, the name of the book. So Reclamation, we just scroll down till we find Reclamation. Okay, so here it's Reclamation, and there's our page number. So we just copy all of that right there because that's the text that we want to take out. Now, because obviously the page number and the ID is different for every instance, this is where we do a regular expression. And this, the regular expression you're going to need 99% of the time on Calibre is this. Open square bracket 0-9, close square bracket plus. Basically what you're telling Calibre there, and actually that's very similar to the regular expression you use in Word and other places, is you're looking for any number of numbers. So that's going to find a 1-digit number, a 2-digit number, a 3-digit number, whatever. That's finding all the page numbers. And then here, because of the way all the computer programs do their markup, you've got these IDs. We've got to do the same thing. So now I'm going to say find every single ID. Now, I'm going to test this regular expression. Right now, it says there's 0 occurrence. I'm going to say test 138. So that's told me that there are 138 headers with the word reclamation, or this combination of page number header. Now, in this particular book, it actually has 2 different headers. It's got reclamation and it's got a Dominion novel or whatever. So I'm going to have to go back and do this again. But for now, I'm going to click OK and I'm going to click Add. So I'm searching and I'm looking for that regular expression. And replacement text, I don't want any replacement text. So much like word search and replace, I'm just going to do it that way. Now I'm going to do this one more time and I'm going to find the other header that I know is there. Reclamation, there it is, Dominion novel. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to say 0-9, and you just basically, you take out the numbers and you replace them with the regular expression, 0-9 plus, test it, there's 142 of that particular one, you click OK, you click Add, done. All right, so when I click OK here, I'm going to do the conversion again. I still have heuristic processing turned on, I still have my preserve cover art ratio. I'm going to click OK. It's going to run the process one more time, and I'm going to show you the result. And the result is a much, much cleaner EPUB file. These same things would work if you're doing a MOBI, the heuristic processing and the other. So let me open my EPUB. Let me show you. So here we are back in the same spot. You'll see I'm going to page down a little bit. You'll see my page numbers and headers are gone. Now, if I were to click through this entire file, I'm sure there are some other spots that are still a little messed up. And honestly, to fix them, you go into that same thing, that same convert books, you go into the same search and replace. You honestly can tweak to your heart's content in here, and you do the same thing by going into the wizard thing. You go in, and here you can search and replace all you want. Come on, think about it. It'll come up in a second. You can honestly search and replace to your heart's content. I mean, I could take out the headers. I could take out all this copyright stuff. You know, I could decide, hey, I don't want this book to be edited by Erica Orrick. I could take it out and I could say it was edited by, you know, Dr. Seuss or whatever. If you know, you could do all of that here. I could also, you know, obviously change my output. Like I said, this heuristic processing and the search and replace work the same. So that is the trick to converting your books. Now, there is a regular expressions tutorial if you want to read through it on the Calibre page. It's, you know, what on earth is a regular expression? Regular expressions are actually, you know, if you learn the basics, it's the same thing. The key, like the wildcards are slightly different between Word and Calibre, but the ideas are very similar. So, you know, learning the basics are really nice because then you can do the really cool stuff that I do all the time in Word to do all my macros and to do my cool searches. But like I said, for most of the books that you will do, that you want to tweak in Calibre, those 2 regular expressions that I just showed you, going in, finding the header and the page numbers, what I just showed you will work. Is, you know, you want to go in, you want to find, you want to go in and find the page number, and you want to use that 0-9, and you want to find the header, and you want to replace. So anyway, there you go. There is your how to fix your Calibre settings to make them, to tweak your books. And let me know if you have questions.